Hello, my loves, and welcome. It's good to see you. Yeah, this is another coffee talk. That is not a coffee talk. I have my water with me today. And yeah, because I feel very much like cleansing and taking a rest, taking a deep, deep rest. And letting ourselves to be replenished and to rejuvenate. You might hear it in the background. It's raining today, and I cannot tell you how good that feels. We are experiencing an intense heat wave at the moment over Europe. Europe is parched. Our rivers are dried up. The lakes are dried up. Nature is suffering. People are suffering. It is intense. And so this rain is not just giving a moment of rest for the body, and it's of course nurturing the soil, the plants, the soul. But it's also allowing us to take a deep, deep breath for a moment and to just pause, to simply pause. I've been talking about all those intense processes that have been happening lately. I've been talking about that a lot on my channel, about death for rebirth cycles, about, of course, like working with the self, working with ancestors, working working. It was about a lot about working, maybe not the typical kind of work that we think about when we think about work, but the inner work, the huge amount of effort and work it takes to walk the path that we chose for ourselves as spiritual workers, as maybe spiritual seekers, whatever you want to call it. And it is an intense process that we are going through collectively and individually. So, and that is, that is labor, that is unseen for the most part. It's happening internally. It's often happening away from the outside world, in not just in private, but like in the depth of the self, in the underworld, in the subconscious. Maybe meditation, maybe in your sleep, maybe while journaling, maybe by diving deep into your past or past lives, into your personal and familial patterns. So it's a kind of work that is not valued or seen or acknowledged by a lot of people, if any at all, by the outside world. And nonetheless, it is a lot of work. And I've been feeling the hurt and the pain in that. because many of us have been putting in a lot of effort into this kind of work, and to many of us it feels like a constant struggle. It feels like it's not really, like I said, being acknowledged or seen or valued. And it's not even that I mean, most of you are humble people, like well-meaning people who, like, you're willing to give a lot. You're willing to give yourself to the process, to the work you're doing, to helping this work, like this earth, this planet. In many ways, it's a selfless endeavor. But the thing is, we cannot do that to an extent where it becomes self-sacrifice. And I do see that this is something that we are working on collectively right now, to not self-sacrifice in this really, really intense work, and to allow ourselves to rest in between, to ask for what we need, to feel comfortable in defining our worth, knowing what we're worth, and to not put up with anything that is less than that. And yeah, so I've been feeling like really intense emotions coming up in myself and in the collective about this. Like, there's a deep sense of, how is that fair? How is that fair that I put in so much and it doesn't really feel like there's a whole lot coming back? Why do I have to struggle so much? Why do I have to endure all this pain? And I'm willing to do that, but I need to see that it's going somewhere. And I feel like that many of us have been putting in a lot of trust, myself included. And it's this question of, like, is it too much to ask to get some kind of to get something back? And my love, I can tell you, like, no, it's not too much to ask. It is exactly what you're asked to ask for. You're asked to look at your needs. You're asked to look at, what do I actually need? Like I said, what is my worth? What do I know my worth is? And what do I claim for myself because I need it in order to do the work I came here to do? And yeah, I do see this huge topic of, like, a collective topic of overgiving, oversharing, to the degree of overextending ourselves. And yeah, I hear enough is enough. and there's this deep sense of injustice coming up. This is not fair. This is not fair. This feels unbalanced. And I think this is coming up is great. It's great because that means that we can look at that and we can finally start claiming what is ours. Not in a way of, oh, I want to possess this, but simply in a sense of, well, in this universe, everything is striving towards balance. And when I give, and I give, and I give, at some point, I will need something back. And so this is leading me, myself included, again, to the question of how well can I receive? How well can I open up to receive? And in what way do I want to receive? And so I had that situation yesterday that I was given something. I was given something by someone from my family, and something felt off about it to me. And it's not that the intention by the person who gave it to me or the thing itself was bad or not given with well intentions. That's not what I'm saying, but it kind of felt off. And I only after looking into that in a deeper way, I recognized a few things. Like, for one, I did feel like it was unjust that I was given that thing and someone else in my family was denied that thing. I saw the injustice in that, and I decided to not take it as my own, but I want to share it in some way. I haven't figured out yet how to do that, and I will at some point, but I decided to set it aside for now and see how we can make this a shared thing rather than a me thing. That's one thing. And the other thing was, I asked for support and help, and I got that thing, but it didn't really solve my problem. And I realized that I had not asked specifically for what I actually needed. What I did was I asked generally about support, but I did not define how that support should come to me. And I felt ungrateful at the first moment. I felt like why am I so ungrateful? I'm asking for help and I'm receiving this thing, and I don't feel like that's the thing that I need right now. But I didn't want to be ungrateful. And yeah, so I realized, well, if you don't specifically say what you actually need, you won't receive it. You will receive something else, something that is floating around somewhere and just like the easiest and fastest way to come to you. But it's like, well, it's nice enough, but it's not what I asked for. At least I felt like it was not what I asked for, but the problem was that I thought I asked for what I needed, but I actually did not. So yeah, there's just a few thoughts on the current energies I'm feeling. And yeah, this, like I said, like this desperate need for relief. This desperate need for relief. And this rainy day is giving me the sense of can finally breathe again. Like all the dust that was in the air is being washed away. The temperature dropped to a very comfortable 22 degrees. Oh, 22, balance. After we had days after days after days of 38 degrees. Yeah, so it feels like, yeah, this dust is washed out of the air, and it's like it's finally possible to breathe again, to sit outside and to just enjoy the fresh air, to enjoy the greenery around me, to know that also nature is nourished, and is being given a short break. It will get hot again afterwards, but at least we are allowed this short breath of air, this short pause. And so what all of this is about is like this: it's okay to take a short rest. It's okay to let yourself receive the nourishment that you need, and it is okay to ask for what you actually need. And yeah, I keep comparing those times that we're in right now with the pressure cooker. And it is very, very intense. So we just need to use those short moments of relief, of rest, of pause, to let ourselves receive the nourishment so that we can keep on doing what we're asked to do, and to keep on moving through the pressure cooker. As of this, like recording this, the 8/8 portal is upcoming. I'll probably will post it on the 8th. So, or maybe the 9th, let's see. So yeah, that is usually an intense constellation to work with, and we are moving into the eclipse window. So yeah, it will keep on asking a lot of us, and moving into eclipse season is always an intense process. It is. It can be very, very valuable for our growth, but it usually asks a lot of us. And I think most of us feel like quite on the edge already with everything that has been going on over the last weeks and months. So, yeah, make sure to use every little moment of rest that you can get, and to receive the nourishment and relief that you need. All right, my loves. I wanted to draw one card before I close this out, and I chose a deck that is very affirming, very positive, and I think that's the right energy that we are asked to tap into right now, and that we can ask for. We can ask for it. All right. So, I witness the darkness and call onto the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive the sphere through the eyes of the teacher of love. I feel drawn to two more. feel drawn to draw two more. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. And one last card. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. So, I will leave those as affirmations for today. I won't be going into any kind of analysis. I will allow myself to rest for today, not to work. But I'll just leave those as affirmations with you. And yeah, as always, I would love to hear from you, my loves, how you are working with the energies right now, how you're feeling, if this resonates with you. Maybe also share how you find rest and rejuvenation and how you can receive relief and nourishment in those times. And yeah, if you have any insights, please share. You might be inspiring someone else, and you for sure inspire me. I always love reading your insights and thoughts and questions. Also your questions. All right, my loves. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in with me. And I hope I could send you some of this beautiful, relief, rejuvenating energy. Yeah, I would love to see you in the next message. Until then, take care.